Hey everybody, and welcome to the last part of Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah, we're already on the last part. So, here's a few things we're going to talk about before we get started. First, you can consider this the only part of Doki Doki that's, truly not blind, because I had to do a little testing before we got started today, because, we're getting the true ending, and and the methods I saw online to get it, I had to test them out, and thankfully they're successful. The way I did it, there's new dialogue we'll be seeing, so I have a good enough idea as to where and how I will see that. So I'm not going to try to skip past too much dialogue. But speaking of skipping stuff, this is going to be the most skip-heavy part of this entire Let's Play. I'm going to be cutting around a lot, because there's a lot of this we've already seen. The stuff we haven't seen, I can't speak. The stuff we haven't seen, I'll try not to skip past that too badly. And the stuff we have seen, you've already seen it, we're skipping past it. So here's the game plan. Basically, to get the true ending, you gotta get, everybody's, little vignettes. The way I am gonna do that is, I'm gonna save right before I have to make a poem, the first poem, and then load up that save right before Sayori dies, and then repeat that until I've seen everybody's, stuff. And then just play through the rest of the game as normal. So, we're gonna start with Sayori this time. So let's begin a new game. Alright then, now I'm gonna see you once we get to some new dialogue, because again, a lot of this you have already seen, so I will see you after. Okay, I believe we're now at a new thing. This is after Monica finally came into the room on the second day of the club. Okay, I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. By the way, I should mention, we accidentally skipped past this once before, but that's not gonna happen this time. This time we'll actually see the dialogue. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica, we're gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Ah, are you going with Luke to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. No, Monica, you can stay here. But I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Luke? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the bar. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yup. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. Ah, that sounds kind of dull. Luke, you're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems, it's about performing them. You say the lines of the poem between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that! Sayori. How do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, look, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I spent some time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed a bit. Nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventure with Sayori brings about a special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us entered the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand too. Kinda dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Ah, I dropped one by accident. Smack! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and crayons spill all over her lap. Ow! You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Luke. I don't even find ice around this time. Ah, I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to... I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I look at the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. What kind of bottle? Oh, I guess the cap is just off screen. It's nice and cold. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned out most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Luke. This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? I would always try to keep up with you. Excuse me. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I try to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump, and I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It's almost like you blame yourself or are afraid of getting in trouble if someone find out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Luke. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Luke, I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Nope. No, it won't. Thanks, Monica. Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll end up. We'll each end up for college and after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? Dude, how did I yawn so much doing this Let's Plays, dude? Good lord. I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Excuse me? Not if I hand you under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand so fast after hurting yourself. I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with the bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. This is using music, actually. Very nice. In a moment, we may get back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing. I was about ready to start with sharing our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about it. I was playing with the crayons and smashed my forehead to the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find everything we needed? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. Found the poster paper, too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Luke. Well, Sayori, I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? I guess I should grab mine. Making sure the crayon box is closed tightly. I'll return to my seat. Okay, now, I think Sayori has different dialogue, too. Because we did it twice in a row. So, I guess we can show this. Luke, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding this from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the only one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well... God! I gotta do something about... I gotta figure out why I yawn so much when I do this. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just meant that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. Oh, apparently right-clicking turns off the dialogue box. Or not. Oh, double tapping on my mouse pad does that. How about that? Well, I just learned that. Not that I'm ever going to use that again. So, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with the pencil between her hands. Hey, Luke. Will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because... Well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Oh, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap! Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being that inattentive to her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry! It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grabbed Sayori's arm and helped her sit at her desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Let's see. Yeah, I think this is a new poem, so let's read it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. Wait, no, we have read this one, never mind. Alright, never mind. And let's go to the next new thing, guys. So yeah, Natsuki time. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Aha! Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well, then keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's... Something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess you've been friends with her so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? And so she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. We've seen that one. And skip. Okay, does Yuri have something different? Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Luke. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me your poem. Yeah, we read that too. And skip. Alright guys, so that's it for, I think, the second day. Let's move on to new stuff. You know, I never said I would still walk home with Sayori before, so you know what, I'm gonna pick that. Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Luke. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, let's skip ahead to the new stuff. See you then. And yes, I am saving before every poem because in my test, I have messed up a few times trying to get the poem to be favorable to whoever. Anyways, see you after. Okay, now it's time for new stuff. I thought we had seen new stuff right as we showed the poem to Sayori. But this should actually be new stuff, because I don't think I've heard a lot of good music at this point. Anyways, why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me, and I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like the only exciting thing in my life, and there's some jackass riding his motorcycle loud outside. I don't know if you heard that. So sometimes it's just easy to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, Luke. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you have fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori? I glanced around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori? I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Luke. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry I had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? Yeah, we already know what that's about. Now, I think the other two girls have... Natsuki and Yuri still have new stuff, so let's see. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's really just not my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm also just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh? No, gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club room has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? What if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just wash my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway. And seen that before. Yuri, you have anything new for me? Well done, Luke. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. think we all felt a little awkward at first. But now it seems like everyone else is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Luke? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. Even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Oh, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri. It's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Okay. And that's it for new stuff for this playthrough. Really, the next thing I have to do is tell Sayori that I love her. And then we can reset. And we'll start with Natsuki next time. Alright, see you on the reset. Okay, we are now on Natsuki's path. And we're about to see something that you think we've seen before, and technically we have, but we saw the screwed up, glitchy version of this event before. Now we're gonna see how it's supposed to play out. Ugh! I hear Natsuki uttering an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Yeah, this is the whole reading a manga thing with Natsuki. Before, like I said before, it was all screwed up and glitchy, but we're gonna see the normal version of this scene now. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume manga amidst a stack of various books on one side of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through it through the glass in that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Luke. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I'd take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. Excuse me. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read at the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Yeah, I know. Gee, I wonder why you might say that. It's almost as if I'm playing something that's exactly like this. So, what should I expect from this? Is it going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama, like when they all get into their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you, your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Excuse me. I don't have coronavirus, just so you know. That's not why I was coughing. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. So, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Or the more wholesome ones, anyway. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. And I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you just watched me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Oh, didn't mean to do that. Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Okay, I could never get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safer in the club room. Yeah, she talks about her dad a lot. being this kind of not a good person, I wonder if the DLC will focus on that. When that comes out, I will definitely cover it, guys, just so you know. Except Monko's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. If I remember correctly, around this point is when she falls asleep, she wakes up, and then spooky eyes. Natsuki puts her finger in one of the panels. Minori's my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Let's finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement, as a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends. I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you're connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready for today's poems? And that's my cue to skip around. Alright, back to new stuff. I saw it before and Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Yeah, don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands and then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can't you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So, you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Huh? I peer inside. All Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you mind my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around to clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Jeez, this is so inconvenient. I move these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. Besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. How would you waste that on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Careful. I know what I'm doing. Sitting on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, and Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. Excuse me, I cannot speak. See? Yeah! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she is able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez, no need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks all attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls on its wheels back over to the closet. Ah! Oh, that was me saying that. Ah. That's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Natsuki climbs onto the chair, then slowly bounces to her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the door and simply watch. Aha! There we go! See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Who was it that told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt? Ugh. I force myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes I'll be dead. Natsuki wraps her arms around the parfait girl's batse, easily the largest one on the shelf. Heavy. Hey, Luke, I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. Eh? But then I had to let go of the chair. That's fine, just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv! You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll deal with myself. The chair suddenly swivels behind Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box topples out of her hands and the bullets go flying. I got you. Crash! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of bullets pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Slowly Natsuki comes to her senses. Ugh. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Ugh. Gross! A fist pounds in my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko! Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! See what happens if you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. On one more thing, it seems your most recent club member is a total pervert. So I hope you're happy. I didn't! Somehow it's possible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, and throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaked. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No, I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. And pick up Volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This will help cheer you up a bit, right? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Eh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are assigned between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. Make sure to slip them into the box in their correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. Anyways, it isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf knowing Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the store and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. It's nothing. Natsuki's holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said, but think about cheering me up. If you insist. We're sitting in the same spot as last time. I opened the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, manga gets our attention as usual. It's time to share poems again. I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Oh, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Alright, well that was pretty extensive. Let's move on to something new. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps glancing at me, then back at the tome. By now she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. This wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? I'm also supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously, you think I let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hand and falls and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey Luke, did you do something to Natsuki? I saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No, I just told her that... My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I could tell Monika that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monika sees the poem lying on the floor and swiftly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean... Not really? In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Luke? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. I didn't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches the poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed it re-entered the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. Ugh. You should really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know. I have a bad habit of doing that. Huh? But Luke wrote this poem. And was supposed to share with everyone, right? Huh? Natsuki freezes. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Okay, well, I think Luke is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone would want to read this anyway. But I'm just going to hold on to this. Yeah, if you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Yuri. She hasn't gotten to read it yet. So what? Well, I guess Luke is right, Natsuki. That's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not she's gonna like it though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. And skip to new stuff. Hey, back to new stuff. Natsuki, what you got for me? Hey, you. I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glanced down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started for now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean... I assume you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today. But she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her just a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, it's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. You've just been friends for a long time. It's someone to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez, if you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. And that's it for that. Alright, so you know what? I think it's time now... Well, actually, there may be new dialogue when we speak to Natsuki for the third time. So let's check that out real quick. Let's see. You're suddenly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just have to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. That's because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best. Right? It took me a while to figure it out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Luke, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki. Because no one ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki." Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki? If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put onto it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems, So you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now. And it's wrong for you to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I want you to look at my face right now. Excuse me. Let's see. I think this might be new. Alright, let's read it. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today's dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all my heart. But what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poem's a little dearer because you think of me. Because you. Well, that's really sweet. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Especially things that you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Eh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so you can put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah, I'll go do that. With that, I will return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. And I believe that is all the news. That's everything that new that I could show off for this run through the game. Next, I'm gonna go through. Next, I have to choose to hang out with Natsuki and cook with her. And then I'll reload my save. And then I'll reload before the first poem. And then I will favor Yuri next time. So I will see you after. Okay, now we're on the new stuff with Yuri, which is admittedly not much. Because we've actually seen... Because aside from this exchange we're about to see, we've actually seen pretty much everything with Yuri. So, in fact, we're literally on the third day of the pre-screw-up of the game. And this is not much. This is not a very substantial exchange we're about to see, but you know, it's something at least. Suddenly, I noticed Yuri peering at me from over a book. but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you want to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you're right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who will find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh? That's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Good. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Luke, the world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying her thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. Good. And you, as someone honestly caring, may uncover feelings that you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. Alright. Let's talk with Yuri. Luke, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown to me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you've never even shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Luke, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say that I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing, inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile over your face. or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Luke. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write, but it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Luke. I speak too slowly, I second guess myself all the time, I read too deeply into things, but every time, you've always treated me just like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. If other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say that I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Yeah, we really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Okay, this is new. Ghosts Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer and closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. Excuse me. But I am too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. The time stops. The only indication of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in the rhythm with the pounding in my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Like giving up our understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri. But instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems being usually cryptic, it wasn't too hard to figure out what this one was about. Yeah. Wait a minute, I'm skipping past dialogue I don't think I've seen before. Sorry. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope you keep spending time together. My character will soon regret that, because, I don't think her psychotic personality is turned up at this point. Actually, it definitely isn't, but I don't think that means she doesn't have any sort of psychotic personality. Anyway. Excuse me. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge from Yuri's lips. I once again tried to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can... The poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Alright, Oh, I believe that's pretty much it for everything new. Before the game screws up, so I'm going to hang out. I'm going to hang out with Yuri off screen, and then we're going to skip right to the end of the game. Because after the game gets screwed up, there's not anything different. So I'm going to see you when Monica finally screws off. See you then. And we're back. We're at the end of the game now. Where Monica's gone and Sayori is now the president of the Literature Club. And now that if I've done everything right, she will actually have new dialogue, and Monica will not jump in and get all jealous. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Luke. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along with... God, I can't speak. Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around Sayori. Oh, Luke. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Oh, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Luke. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. That's actually something else. I wanted to thank you so much. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times. And you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get it, Luke? Because I'm president now, I understand everything. You really didn't want to miss a single thing of this game, did you? Yeah, see, that right there is new. You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Only someone who truly cares about the Literature Club would go that far. But all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. It's kind of sad, you know? After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. We've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to miss you, Luke. Come visit sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you. Yeah. And now, the credits will play out the same as they did before. Aside from a special message from the developer at the end that I would very much like to read.
Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been
Hi, Monica.
Piano and stuff. And not really
Honestly, there isn't much else I can say about this game. I've already given my thoughts on
I wrote you a song.
like the first playthrough. It throws you for a loop. That's cool, but
Really hard.
there's really not much to get into the characters, honestly. In fact, I'll explain this. I'll talk about this a little more once we get to the special message from the developer himself. In any case, I'm gonna let the song play out in its full without interrupting it. See you after.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own just for me to have it all. Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
And here we are from Dan Salvato's personal letter to us. I'd like to read it, if you don't mind. Not like I haven't been doing reading all this Let's Play anyway, but it's something I would like to respond to, honestly. But first, let's read it. To the special player who achieved this special ending. For years, I have been enamored by the ability of visual novels, and games in general, to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are an interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds. Some challenge your mind in brand new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend, even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People who enjoy dating sims may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. And they are enjoying themselves, and that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have a thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bounds of interactive media. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Now, this letter isn't that bad, but I have something I want to respond to is about games that challenge the status quo. Here. Even if not a masterpiece, anything that attempts something widely different may earn a special place in my heart. And I can understand that. This game doesn't do anything different than games that have already come before it. Like, this might be different for a visual novel standpoint. Like, a game like this that likes to screw with the player and play with their minds some. Yeah, I can't think of a visual novel that has done something like this. But as far as games that have done that, like this, like messing with computer files or fourth wall breaking, that kind of thing. I mean, I've already mentioned Undertale. It already does that. It even doesn't even do it that much, but you know what? How about a game that came out after Undertale, but before this did? Pony Island did a lot of the same stuff this does. Actually, if you haven't played Pony Island, you guys should. So this game is not exactly wildly different from other games that you can play. And again, not even games that came out after. Just there are games that came out before this that have done similar things. This is not wildly different. It might be wildly different for a visual novel, but in terms of any genre, no, not really. And Pony Island and Undertale are better games. And even if they have more gameplay than this. But that's not even what I'm talking about. Pony Island doesn't have much of a story, aside from I won't give that away for Pony Island. But I'm talking like even Undertale. That's as much of a story focused game as this is. That game has a more thoughtful story, has a more creative story. It has much better characters. I could go on and on. I mean, I already played through Undertale. We've already discussed this. So this game, no, this game does not do any. This game is not that special. He would like you to think it's a special kind of game. It really isn't. And that's my final thought on this. For all this game, for all Dan Salvato wants you think of this game as something unique and special, it's not. The characters really aren't that. I'll be honest. The characters in Monica, Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki, there's not a whole lot to them. There's suggestions at character development to them, but there's not much that happens for character development. I mean, we have a good amount for Sayori, but for the other girls, no. Well, Monica is someone who's self-aware of what she's in. Sayori is okay. Actually, I might be a little misleading. There is a little bit of development, but it screams for something more. I mean, this is a game that needed more in it, and again, we're getting DLC later this year, so maybe we will get something more. But whatever it ends up being, it should have been in this game to start with, because it is far too short for what it is. So overall, it's really not that great of a game, but I hope the DLC gives me some more stuff to work with when it comes to the characters. So. Dan Salvato, a good enough first effort, but I hope whatever you put out next is a lot better than this. And it seems he's making another visual novel, so we'll hope. I can only hope it's better than this. But as far as the two visual novels I played, this and How of a Boyfriend, I liked How of a Boyfriend more. We've already been over this. Anyways, let's close out of the game. And yeah, look how much I've recorded there. That's a lot of fat I'm going to have to cut out. Anyways, that's it for Doki Doki Literature Club. So, see you for the next Let's Play? Yeah, about that? Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for a little special announcement video about that. See you guys next time. Take care, everybody.